Well, we're gonna do some woodchuck hunting with my new thermal scope on my Savage 6.5 Creedmoor. We're gonna sneak up over the bank. Carl just got these fields mowed the other day and all the hay is off of it, so we're gonna see if there's any woodchucks that want to play a game called Get Shot. Well, I just snuck up here and there's a woodchuck out right in the middle of the field. So I grabbed the rifle, I sat down here and we're gonna sneak out. It's right out around the corner of the blind out here, so I think we're in business. We're gonna try to take him out. Woodchuck just came out. You're gonna let that bugger have it. Oh, there's another one. There's another one that just came out. Right there. Let's change the mode. Oh, man, that didn't sound healthy for that bugger. I think that's all of them for now. It wasn't long for those chucks to come back, or the one chuck to come out, and when I shot that one I seen another one pop up. But one thing I'm going to change is the color of my reticle. I'm going to change it to red, because with it white hot, obviously the reticle is white, so that was kind of an issue. But I'm going to go ahead and change the color of my reticle to red, and then that'll fix that. Fresh reload, straight into a chuck. Oh, there's some turkeys. That was kind of interesting. Some turkeys just went across the back of the field, and it's actually surprising how little heat they're putting off. Obviously their heads and their legs, you can see quite a heat signature through the thermal, but the rest of it, you know, they weren't nearly as defined as looking at the woodchucks through the thermal. I got my reticle changed on the thermal to red, so that way I'll be able to see, you know, the reticle much better, the dot in my circle much better on the signature of whatever I'm looking at now. Hopefully another woodchuck pokes out here somewhere. I was surprised to see that second one stand up. They're both toast. That second one made one whale of a thud. 6.5 really ate it up. It's actually kind of cool woodchuck hunting with a thermal. These are the first woodchucks I've ever shot with a thermal, and it's actually pretty cool. They really stick out as compared to just looking at them through a normal scope. That heat signature is really defined in the hayfield like this, so And it's cool for scanning the edge. If there's a woodchuck head popping out that you wouldn't otherwise be able to see, that thermal picks it right up. So there's some pretty big advantages to shooting them with a thermal. I've never done it before, but I might be onto something here. I'm really happy with this thermal so far. It's pretty darn cool. Well, we just had another chuck come out, standing up right over here. Right there, that'd be number 3. That was chuck number 3. He almost tried to get away on me. He couldn't run from that thermal though. Well, I was just scanning the edge with a thermal and I got a signature, a heat signature right over here on the edge. Can't really see any woodchuck though, but there's definitely, oh, it is a woodchuck. I see it now. I would have never seen that without that thermal. Let's let him have it. Toast. Four for 4 with a new thermal. And the coolest part about that is I would have never saw that. It was only because I was scanning with that thermal that I saw that heat signature, and I was like, well, there's something living there. And then once I zoomed way in, I could see its little head sticking out. But without the thermal, no way. That thing is freaking sweet. I'm gonna have a link in the description to that thermal if you guys are interested. It's like $1,000, but I have been super impressed with it so far, and it's not even night. It's broad daylight. Well, I don't want this woodchuck hunt to end, but my dad's making some steaks for us tonight, so we're gonna go meet him for that. But this is the first time I've ever woodchuck hunted with a thermal, and I'll tell you what, it won't be my last. This is really cool. I went 4 for 4, and being able to see the heat signature of the woodchuck through the thermal really makes it a lot easier, you know, especially if they're in the grass. Typically, without the thermal, you're just seeing bits and pieces of the woodchuck. With this thermal, I mean, it detects that heat signature right through the grass. I mean, over here, I would have never even saw this woodchuck had I not been scanning the edge. I've been really happy with this thermal so far. I can't wait to look at some critters in the pitch black with it. But for now, shooting woodchucks is all we need to be doing. It's a blast. A lot of people get up in arms about shooting woodchucks, but these woodchucks are a huge nuisance on the farm here. They cause all kinds of problems digging holes in the fields, and you know, they're really a varmint and they need to be dealt with. You know, you could never shoot them all, no matter how many you shoot. you know, there's always more, but it helps by shooting a few of them, especially these ones that were right out in the middle of the field. So I'll go and throw those woodchucks back in their holes and hopefully deter any other woodchucks from taking them over. But let's go check out these woodchucks. Well, here's the lineup of chucks that we just whacked in the matter of, I only sat out here for probably 25 minutes. I snuck right up to that hilltop right there by the shanty and just watched for a while, and they just kept popping up and I kept whacking them 4 for 4 with the 6.5. This is the first time I've had the 6.5 out. I got this new Go-Yojo night vision thermal hooked up to this and got it all sighted in. I did a review on that, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll put a link to the review of that thermal on there. It's a heck of an awesome thermal for a relatively reasonable price. But hunting woodchucks with a thermal, definitely something I'm going to continue to do. I've never done it before till today, but what an advantage. Really a lot of fun. Can't deny that. It was like whack-a-mole. And you know, like I said, just being able to scan with that thermal and seeing the heat signatures of the woodchucks in the grass was almost like not even fair to these buggers, but it's good. We've got to get rid of them. They're a problem, and we're going to continue to get rid of them until we're not seeing any pop up anymore. But thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.